Lagers, Pilsners, India Pale Ales, Double IPAs, Doppelbocks, Belgian Goldens. That's right, it's all here on another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
Okay, before we pop these, I know we usually do the tap on the top, and I always was kind of told that helps. But then didn't somebody tell us, yeah, that tapping it on the side is actually the trick that helps? All right. Another thing is, so these are different styles of beer. Those last round were all IPAs. In my hand, I have from Warpigs Brewing the Ominous Portent, which is a Munich-style Dunkel. So I guess kind of like, it's a, not an IPA. And you have, what is yours, a porter?
Yeah, it's a porter. It's the Nemesis Divina dry hop porter.
Dry hopped porter. So, okay. All right. So if you're watching on the video or the YouTube, I'm standing up because I'm not trying to get this all over me again. I got a trash can underneath me.
I'm also poised over a trash can.
And we will see if this is a little better.
Oh my God. Much ado about nothing on my end.
Nope. All right. Figures it'd be the guy that has to touch the board and and all that sort of stuff that does get the explosion. So the porter was fine, but
which doesn't actually surprise me.
Yeah, I figured that one would have been. I guess it does make sense when you think about it that would be there. All right, nice. So this one's a little bit on the watch here.
We're wearing Brewsday Tuesday.
This one wasn't as bad. I was more prepared at least. So, all right.
I mean, I've had, if you go back and watch or listen, I've had my fair share of things explode on me. And that was the first thought when I popped mine. I didn't notice yours had exploded.
Mine was just
and I was
like,
oh God, I'm never going to hear the end of this. Oh, wait, nope. His went too. Oh boy.
Yeah, that kind of irks me a little bit. I'm trying to think of what
the
cause would be.
I think we'll get more beer this time.
Yeah, there's the silver lining. All right,
someone needs to shampoo these carpets.
Oh boy.
Oh crap, that's me. I'm the only one who owns a shampooer.
Why do you own a shampooer?
Well, remember we moved into our house and the previous owners were just dirtbags.
So you had to go buy a shampooer?
Yeah, I always ask for Christmas. My mom always asks what I want. And I always ask for stuff for the house. So my mom was kind enough to give me a shampooer because I was renting it pretty regular. That's it
would have paid for
Yeah. So I think by now it's already paid for itself.
See, I am a fan of the hardwood floors.
I am as well. But with toddlers, I'm not gonna put in a new floor until they're all
not
out
toddlers.
of the house.
All right. Well, we are back. I can finally pour this beer now, I do believe. I think the spillage and mess is about done.
Didn't help a damn thing.
Yeah, I finally got the coasters in the studio and didn't quite well, I guess actually they are helping because otherwise we would have even worse
rings on the
beer rings. Oh, by the way, this pour was I'm so used to the 16 ounce. So sorry, I think I might have gypped you a couple. Either way,
okay.
This one does have a little saying on here. Let's see. It says, "Oh, that none of this had happened, that this were the first time. Remain calm. Consult the arcana. There is much work to do." I don't know where that's coming from or what that. I don't know. It's deep. It's heavy. There is a bit of color on this artwork on this one. The flames.
I like a nice little splash,
this is really
an accent wall, if you will, on the label.
The artwork. I mean, they must give credit to the artist, right? I mean, this is phenomenal.
I think he works at the brewery.
Brewed and packaged under the supervision of Warpigs USA Brewing Company, which I would love to just go there and maybe try some that doesn't spill up all over me. We'll see. Again, I feel bad that this happened. I'm sure it isn't always the case.
I would say, I feel like possibly in this scenario, it may not be their best outing and it may not be their fault.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
Something weird's going on here.
Especially given the like I said, the scores that I was seeing on Untappd. I'm sure if this was a regular occurrence, it would not be that highly acclaimed. That being said, ooh, this Munich smells fun.
They were all packaged in February of 2023. I can't confirm with the one you got there, but
they're probably also, I mean, it was all from the same.
I think canning could be a factor. I got 209, 209, and 222.
I can't, this stamp looks a little different. I don't know where the other ones went. I see something 1023, but that's like now
21023.
210
PKG.
Oh, maybe
2.
It's kind of blurred. Hard to tell.
All right. Yeah, I mean, how would it have been packaged in 10 of 23?
I was gonna say this is fresh. I have beer from the future.
Damn time travelers. That's what happened. Yeah, mine has a saying as well, and that little splash of color. The red here on this Nemesis Davina is a nice little accent. I like it. But it also says, "Temptress of my dreams, fallen angel, come to me. We'll ascend the plane to eternity as friend and foe."
So I gave
that's like a hate screw.
Oh, I don't know. I gave you the porter because I feel like because you're not a lager guy.
That's true.
So this is, I guess, in that wheelhouse.
It made sense.
Where are you on porters?
Porters, actually, weirdly enough, this morning wore my Sierra Nevada shirt with pale ale, porter, and stout.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you are. See, I'm not. To me, I need, and I feel like I've been over this once or twice, but I need it to be either bourbon or a dessert. Otherwise, for the most part, I'm not going to love a porter or a stout for that matter.
I mean, you did absolutely what I would have done. If it's a porter or a lager, I'm going to grab the porter every time. And same when you said that
I would go the other way.
Kind of shortchanged with the on the porks, the 12 ounce with the dunkel.
You're fine with that.
I'm okay with that.
And if you poured heavy over there, I'd be fine with that.
I love a good porter.
It looks like you might have. That's a big glass, so I'm not going to hold that against
you. Got glass envy?
A little bit. So, you know what I was just thinking about was we made Huck made a surprise appearance over here to the station the other day, and you went on a nice little beer run for us, which was very kind of you. Did you go to, was it the Sheets up here at the corner?
Sheets.
Yeah, Sheets. So I was just there, and all the beer I had before, not surprising, decent selection for a Sheets.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing to consider.
But one of the things that's just taken over that has, frankly, it's even way more of a section than the beer is the non-beer stuff. Your
ranch water.
I don't even know if
ranch water.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't even know if it's Mike's or whatever. I did see there's Four Locos. Those are still a thing, I guess. I'm sure it's not
as good as the OG days.
Sure, it's not the same. But there was a lot of bootleggers. There was a lot of there were the Mountain Dews and the spiked this or that, where now it's like pre-made cocktails and all that. So I was thinking we might be able to get another show out of something like that. And the thing that really caught my eye, because I used to love these, I used to drink the hell out of them before I drank beer, the Twisted Teas. Did you ever get in on the Twisted Teas?
I've had them. I do enjoy them, but I never really explored them.
Yeah, so there's
too much, because at that point I'm just gonna make iced sweet tea myself and just mix up an actual cocktail with it.
Make it an Arnold Palmer.
That's one of those, like, I can't make beer. I can make a vodka seltzer. I can make a John Daly, as I like to call it. And probably the rest of the world that drinks Arnold Palmers with liquor in them. So I've never really gone for those. So I always end up going for the beer or stuff that's going to appeal. Like those pre-mixed cocktails, they're never quite right. I've not had one where I was like, I
guess with that, it's just the convenience. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just the convenience factor that you can just have a 6-pack of them or whatever, and then you can just pop a can rather than having to go get up, get ice, make it, do all that sort of jazz, have sets of mixers and booze and ice and all that sort of deal.
I have had the Twisted Teas.
So
I like sweet tea.
As far as I can recall, there was the Twisted Teas, and then there was the half and half,
which would be the John Daly equivalent.
Well, the Arnold Palmer, half tea, half lemonade. But now there's all these flavors.
I believe I saw a watermelon one at some point.
There might be.
But why?
I didn't see that one, but they had peach, they had raspberry, they had blueberry, they had pineapple. And I'm like, I could probably try one of these because I used to love them.
Peach makes sense. But
peach tea
one of my
absolutely
go-tos
makes sense.
If I'm having sweet tea, is I will throw peach schnapps in there. It's delicious.
I don't think I've tried that. I'm not a big.
I don't like.
I'm not an iced tea guy.
I mean, there is that as well.
So I mean,
I'm not a schnapps guy, but if it's in sweet tea, I'm all aboard.
Yeah, there you go. If you're gonna do it, you can just do it.
No, I am curious, but I mean, still, for a random like impulse beer run, some gas stations have better selections than grocery stores.
That's true. In fact, I've been to numerous ones on my travels that I was just floored at the craft beer selection, which is phenomenal. I think that's the way it should be, because more
if
often
you're in a
than
new
not,
town, and that's what I've started doing is if I'm in an area and I'm getting there like late, like after their beer stores close, but I'm looking for something that's like a local flavor, gas stations, man, actually do like try and carry stuff. Like, I got a bunch when we were down in Asheville. We got in at like 11 o'clock at night. It's like, all right, just before cutoff. I'm obviously not going to a beer store. We left the Irish pub we were at and went and got a bunch of like local beer. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
The cellar's still better than a gas station.
Well, yeah, and thankfully they're open pretty late too.
That they are.
So they do have that going for them, no doubt about it. Glad you brought that up. I think I might have even missed mentioning the cellar because of all the excitement at the beginning of each of these segments. But yes, the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store, our faithful sponsor. Get down there, say what's up to Mikey. Check out their beer selection, and yeah, I mean they're open. I mean, I know the restaurant is open till like 2 a.m. Typical college town bar sort of, because there is the Cellar bar down there, and I'm pretty sure you can get over there and hit up the Six Pack Store. I don't know how late.
Midnight.
Is it midnight?
I believe it's midnight. I mean, I can't confirm for certain, but I know I went into the Six Pack Store at like 10:55. Well, at first I had like called on the way because it was late night spontaneous plans in Blacksburg. And I was like, all right, well, I kind of want a beer. Maybe I could stop by the cellar. And I checked online and I believe it said midnight. I'm like, holy hell, there's no way they're open that late. So I called the number to confirm, and like it was 10:55 when I got there. They were open. It didn't go after 11 p.m., so I don't know for certain.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
They pride themselves on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, obviously, we played Warpigs. Nice, comfy 8.5-minute song. So we're already running a little long on Brewsday, so we might go ahead and wrap this one up a little earlier than normal, perhaps. I guess, beer drinking wise. I still actually have a sip or two of my Munich-style Dunkel here in my glass. I don't know about you, but I actually am liking this a little bit better than the IPAs, which is surprising to me. It also didn't erupt as bad, so I wonder if yours might be the best since it didn't. Maybe the porter isn't tainted with whatever hell happened to these other ones to make them act all crazy like. But this one didn't explode as bad, and it doesn't taste. And again, the other one didn't taste bad, but I feel like this one's more on par with what you would expect from what like I said, I mentioned on the Untapped app, which is how we like to not only pick out beers, but that's how we like to rate our beers on the Untapped scale. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Big Nate Danger sitting across from me. It's really handy when it comes to being in a beer store because, like I said, this 12-pack, a little pricier than your average 12-pack, but I like the theme, and they had some good scores on Untapped. I'm maybe second guessing that purchase at this point because of the reaction from these can tops. But again, I don't know if I can blame Warpigs for that. I'm guessing there's other things at bay.
I think I suspect there are factors beyond their control.
Mm-hmm. That being said, this one's much better. Not my favorite style, but when it's done well, it is tasty. Of course, you still got the awesome theme, great artwork, awesome badass can. So this one's going to get a 4 out of me. It is going to break the 4 barrier. I still have pretty high hopes for Warpigs if and when I finally get up to the St. Paul area.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that having this porter, I think you're right. I do think because is that style. It's not as affected by whatever the hell happened here. And I'm much willing to give this a fair shake. I like that it's dry hopped. I like the label. I'm going to go ahead and I'll actually give this 4 1/4.
All right. Best of the bunch.
Nemesis Divina.
There you go. That's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. Next week, Nate. I don't know. We're drinking maybe Twisted Teas. I don't really have the.
I feel like we need to do that like out on the curb.
Yeah, maybe
on the studio.
Well, we got oh, you said you're not gonna be able to make it to the B3S this weekend, are you?
No, damn stepbrother's getting married.
Well, who knows? Maybe something will come out of that, and maybe I'll get something show worthy. We'll see. Either way, that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. We'll take a quick break, and then we will get back with the tunes right here, 105 Point Through the Bear style. Oh, see you.